Ula'i, that's become Ismul Ishara. So we put it in brackets here, but you don't really label it really, but you can. But we say what this is the Ismul Ishara, and Fa'il marfu'un mahallun because mabni al-kasri. Do you understand how to do the I'rab of this? So when we have it here, we say the ha is harfu tanbih, ula is Ismul Ishara, which is the Fa'il, and that's mabni is marfu'un mahallan, and is mabni al-kasri. Are you following me? Does that make sense? Yes? And then the Hujjaj becomes the Badal. What does Hujjaj become? Hujjaj becomes the Badal of Ula'i, is marfu'un bi dhamma. Now let me explain something to you here, one point. When we study, again, as I said before, I've explained many times before, in the subcontinent we study to understand ma'ani and tarkib and everything. So some things we simplify them, and we also have some terms are not in classical Arabic. So when we say, for example, Musharun Ilay, it's very easy, it's good because it makes sense. Okay, you know what we're pointing towards. So that word we have in Musharun Ilay is fine. But in I'rab, there is no slot for Musharun Ilay. Have you seen the word Musharun Ilay in the Marfu'at, Mansubat, Majrurat slot in Surah? It doesn't come anywhere. Similarly, in the Tawabi, you have the Nat, you have the Atf, you have the Badal, you have the Atf Bayan, the Ta'qeed. So in there you have the 5 Tawabi, but there's no Musharun Ilay. So really, Musharun Ilay is this another term is a particular form of the Badal. So one form of the Badal you can say is Musharun Ilay. And we give a particular name so it becomes easier, it sinks into the beginner's mind easier. Okay, it's Ishara, Musharun Ilay. But really there's no such thing as Musharun Ilay in I'rab. So there's no label Musharun Ilay. What do we label it instead as? We label it as what? We label it as Badal. So what we call the Musharun Ilay is fine, it's a good name because it helps us understand that the thing you're pointing with, the thing you're pointing at. However, in I'rab, it's really the Badal. So really, Ula'i is the Hujjaj. Do you understand? So Ha'ula'i al-Hujjaj, we would simply say, when we're doing Tarkib, we say, okay, so Tarkib of this, what's Tarkib of this? Safara is what? We say Safara is going to be what? Fa'il. Ha'ula'i al-Hujjaj is the Fa'il. Ila Makkah is maf'ulun fih. Yeah, good. Maf'ulun fihi ghayr sarih. Then we will say Ha'ula is Ismul Ishara, and this is Musharun Ilay, and that's finished. That's yes? That's Ismul Ishara, Musharun Ilay. That's how we do Tarkib. Yes, and then we got the meaning. Simple. So these people travel to Makkah. But when we break it down in I'rab, when we do the technical individual word, then this is actually, even the Ha'ula'i is 2 words. You don't call it Ha is a harfu tanbih, the Ula is a fa'il. And what we call the Musharun Ilay is actually the Badal. Are you following? You understand? So for simplicity purposes, in our subcontinent, when we do this, we say Musharun Ilay. And even they mention Musharun Ilay as a term in books of Nahwa, but not in I'rab. It's not a slot in I'rab. A slot is really what? The Badal slot. Are you following me? Is that clear? You see, so remember when we're doing I'rab, so when we're doing Tarkib, we label the Ha'ulai and the Hujjaj. We label both sorts, the first, the Tabi and the Matbu'. In here, when we're doing I'rab, this is a Mubdal Minhu. But because the Mubdal Minhu doesn't have a particular I'rab. So when we're doing I'rab, we don't have to label that separately as Mubdal Minhu. This is the Fa'il. This becomes the Badal of the Fa'il. So what happens in the Mudaf? We don't label Mudaf. We say Kitab is Fa'il, a Mubtada. Allahi is Mudaf Ilay of the Mubtada. When we say Na'at, we don't say Man'ut. We just say Rasulun is, for example, Khabar, and Aminus is a Na'at of the Khabar. So when we're doing I'rab, we don't normally label both parts of the phrases. In Turkey, we do that so we get overall picture and a breakdown. But in I'rab, we just label a second part of the phrase. Does that make sense?